In this video we are focusing on prime factors, but most importantly, more so, prime numbers and composite numbers. In order to work on prime numbers you must know what a composite number is and vice versa. So, a prime number is a positive whole number that has only two factors, which is 1 and itself. A composite number is a number that has more than two factors. So let's have a look at this example here to help us decide what a prime number and a composite number is. So the question says, state whether each of these numbers is a prime or composite number. And we've got a list of 6 numbers here. So let's have a look at what the prime numbers are. So I'm going to go through these numbers and have a look. So 22. Now you can have 1 times 22 or 2 times 11. That can't be a prime number because it's got more than 2 factors. That's definitely not a prime number. 35 is just like 22. You can have 1 times 35, but I also know that 7 times 5 is 35, so it has more than 2 factors, so it can't be prime. 17 on the other hand, well, 17 just has 1 in itself. There's no other numbers that divide evenly into 17, so 1 times 17 makes it a prime factor because it only has 1 in itself, as does 11. 11 only has 1 times 11. There is nothing else that will divide evenly into 11, therefore it sits in the prime number section. When we move on to 9, well, I know that 3 times 3 equals 9, and that means that not only does it have 3 times 3, but has 1 times 9. That's more than 2 factors. That can't happen. That's definitely not a prime number. And last but not least, 5. Well, poor old 5 just has 1 in itself as well. No other number divides evenly into it, therefore it is a prime number. Now, when you write prime numbers, you actually have to write them in ascending order. So, we have to rearrange those. 5, 11, and 17. Now, if I cross those out, what I have left over, and I'll write them down now, is composite numbers. All of these numbers here have other numbers other than themselves and 1 that actually divide into them. So not only is 1 times 9 equals 9, so does 3 times 3. That makes it a composite number because it has more than 2 factors. The same goes for 22. 1 times 22 is 22, but so is 2 times 11. That makes it have more than 2 factors, so it's composite. And as mentioned before, not only can I achieve 1 times 35 to get 35, but I can also achieve it by going 5 times 7. That means it's a composite number because it has more than 2 factors. So, if it's 1 in itself, it's a prime number. If it's a composite number, it's got more than 2 factors.